This is Kate Blanchett and her
Kate
husband,
Blanchett and Andrew Upton, yeah, which is really exciting. But they watch over her last season. So she programs this year.
How does that work?
Well, this is her final season that she programmed and chose the plays and the directors.
Well, why would she not be there for it, though?
Oh, she'll be there. She'll be involved. But there's always a crossover.
Right.
And then they'll program 2009 together. So there's kind of a handover this year.
So the play that you're doing is called
Rabbit.
What's it about?
It's funny because I actually wrote a play called Rabbit that went around town, and so that's when I went and saw this play in London because I thought, what upstart has written a play with my title, you know? And it was fantastic. It's all set in a bar, and it's about it's a British play, but I'm doing it in an Australian context. But it's about a girl it's her 29th birthday, and her father's dying in hospital. Instead of being in the hospital, she's in this bar, and she invites all these people that don't know each other, and just for this self-destructive kind of nihilistic evening. And what you get is this great new take on the gender wars. All they talk about is sex and each other, and around the perimeters of the bar, the father kind of haunts her, and they have these scenes from her childhood. So you get both these things happening at once, and it's really funny and really spunky play.
Have you cast it?
I have cast one actor in it, young Toby Schmidt, who I've worked with a few times.
Why do you cast something so far out? I mean, this, as I understand it, this is for November in 2008?
Yeah, it's a year away. But, well, we needed a face for the poster, and also the good actors, they get, taken up pretty quickly. Like a year in advance, they'll have an offer from a theatre company or a TV show and things like that. So you've got to get in quick.
I'm fascinated by that because how many would you regard as the good actors? How many people would actually know 12 months in advance that they've got work on in the acting fraternity?
Well, I guess it'd be pretty nice if you knew those kind of things. But I mean, there's extraordinary theatre actors in Sydney and Melbourne. Like I see a lot of theatre and here and all over the world, and I think the performances in this country are as good as you'll ever see.
Yeah.
You know, just seeing Richard Roxburgh in Toy Symphony up in Sydney, you just go, where else in the world would you get a performance like that? It's things like that. It's magic.
But it must be so nice for you to be able to do the choosing rather than the auditioning.
It's pretty nice. But I try to make the audition environment like that because auditions are so awful and so difficult. So I try to make them a pleasant and engaging environment and actually work with the actors for half an hour and really enjoy the time and give them their best shot because I know what they're like. And so I think maybe that kind of helps a bit.
Yeah.
Just before we go, you're also going to do Hamlet for Bell Shakespeare.
Just that little role next year.
Everyone wants to do it. Actors always want to covet the role, don't they? And all the truly greats have done it. Does that form your approach to it? Or are you really aware of trying to stamp your own personality upon that role when you take it on?
Oh, look, I'm terrified. You know, I've never done a Shakespeare before, and it's kind of like...
Really? And you picked this one as your first?
Well, yeah. I think I'll just do this one and then I'll sign off, you know? No, it was really nice. Marion Potts, who's artistic director now with John Bell at Bell Shakespeare, kind of offered it to me. She asked me, and I said, look, I've never had an acting lesson. I've never done a Shakespeare. And she goes, yeah, that's why I want you to do it. And I was like, OK, here we go. But it's kind of like the Everest of acting. And, you know, I'm reading the play over and over again, and it's enormous, but it's just fantastic. I mean, obviously he's a genius, but there's so much in it, and there's so much in the psychology of the character, and so I kind of can't wait. And I like enormous challenges that are kind of inconceivable when you think about them. So,
clearly.
I can't wait. It'll be nice to be on the Opera House, you know, it's like actor's dream, really.
Okay. Brendan, it's great to see you again. Thank you.
Too.
You've joined us a couple of times this year. Thank you so much for being with us.
Absolute pleasure.
Lovely to see you, and have a great year. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic for you.
Good luck getting through it all.
Oh, thank you.